Hello, everybody, and welcome to North 100 Showdown at Canadian Highlander.
Take care of yourself, kids. Hydrate.
Showdown. My name is Wheeler, and joining me, I have a Nelson.
I'm here too.
I've got a Ben on tech.
Hi.
And I've got you to thank for everything that we are about to do here, because you support us. You support us at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun, right? Right? It'd be kind of weird if you didn't, right? That's one of the best ways to support us and everything we do, including all the Canadian Highlander content. And if you like the Canadian Highlander content and want more information on what we're playing or the format, you can look in the description down below.
Hi.
Hey, what up? I'm,
What are you doing? Beautiful Michelle wrap sleeves.
well, thank you. I'm playing Dimir OmniTell.
Nice.
You know, people get a little pissy when it comes to ownership of, or not ownership, but when it comes to crediting people that have started playing archetypes.
Oh, yeah.
But I think if you'll check the archives, at least the first tournament-winning OmniTell player
Who's getting pissy now?
happened to be Benny Wheels.
Wow.
This is a deck that is near and dear to my heart. It has evolved over the years. There are different shades of it. You got 5-color messes. You've got Sultai versions with shifting woodland and whatnot. But I'm just on classic blue-black. I'm looking to cast Show and Tell and put Omniscience into play.
Okay, well, I don't love that because that's a really powerful enchantment. And when it's on the battlefield on my opponent's side, usually that means I lose the game soon.
Yeah, all my spells are free. It's great.
That stuff.
My
What kind of points do you? Tutors or? Yeah.
Yes, Demonic Tutor, Vampiric Tutor, Dig Through Time, Treasure Cruise, Psychic Frog, Gifts Ungiven, Mystical Tutor.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a
That's
wide
a lot of
spread.
cards.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I enjoy the current era we're in. Filming in 2025. And I've been enjoying the most recent points changes more and more each month.
Yeah.
There's been new little treats. I like it a lot. I brought Esper Midrange, and I got to remember right away to shout out my friend Trenton, who lent me the actual deck as well as the list. And Trenton has his own channel now with other friends, Jeremy and Liam.
We don't plug other people.
LJTMTG. Anyways, we're jamming Ancestral Recall as well as Psychic Frog and Mystical Tutor. So
Okay.
we're like Frog Tutor brothers.
Frog Tutor, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I won the die roll.
You sure did.
And I will go first.
Good luck.
Good luck. I'm going to kick things off with an island into a sleight of hand.
Nice.
I want to put some of these cards into my hand.
Just
Put
one, please.
This card into my hand. This card would be a lot better, let me tell you, if I can get 2. Go ahead.
Got to pay a few points for that. I will play.
No, you don't. It's called Stock Up.
Oh, that's true. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That costs 3 mana, though.
Yeah, that's true.
For 1 mana, you got to pay some more currency. This is an Undercity Sewers. I'm going to Surveil 1. And, wow, that's such a weird card in this matchup. Do I want to keep that? I feel like I should. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw. Basic Swamp. Go.
Untap. Draw. More Surveil Duels. Meticulous Archive. Go ahead.
And a turn. Let's get the beatdown going.
You got it.
I'm going to play an Orcish Bowmasters,
Orcish Bowmasters.
if that's okay with you. If it's not, I understand.
Right? I hope so. Yeah, let's 2-for-1 ourselves against Orcish Bowmasters.
Okay.
I'm going to lose a life.
Oh, hell
and
yeah.
Exile a Preordain
Sure.
to cast Force of Will.
Sure.
Back to you.
Untap. I'm going to play a Flooded Strand as my land, and then I'm going to pass.
Okay, untapping.
Did you draw for the
did.
turn before it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Sorry.
I'll play a Drowned Catacomb,
Yeah.
and then I'll pay 2 life to cast Gataxian Probe targeting you.
Sure. I have a Drown in the Lock.
Okay.
I have a Blood Chief's Thirst. I have an Omniscience. I have a Shieldred. And I have a Reenact the Crime.
I really like Reenact the Crime.
Yeah.
This is a really cool deck for that. So we just need to discard Omniscience And then is it in the same turn cast this?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. But just get a Fable trigger or something.
Surveil land.
Yeah, that's chill. You have all those cards. I'm going to draw a card.
Great.
I've played a land. I'm going to cast an Inquisition of Kozilek targeting you.
Sure.
I want the Drown in the Lock in the graveyard.
You get the Drown in the Lock in the graveyard.
Then I want to say go.
Okay. I don't know if you play Stifle. Maybe that's a spot to fetch. Yeah, I'll just draw. Go.
Untap.
Yeah.
Draw. I'm going to pay 2 life for Godless Shrine.
Okay.
And then say go.
Go.
Untap.
Damn, the control match off.
Yes. I'll play a Dark Slick Shores tapped. Mm-hmm. And I'll cast Duress, targeting you.
I have a Go for the Throat, a Force of Will, Omniscience, Shieldred, Reenact the Crime, Bloodchief's Thirst.
Is it too cheeky for me to take Go for the Throat? I get you have the backup Go for the Throat though too. But that Go for the Throat is Go for the Throat, Go for the Throat.
Yeah, this one kills
I know.
everything.
It's an instant.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Go for the Throat.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Scalding turn.
You got it.
Go.
Caracas.
Yep.
Go.
Ooh. I'm going to fetch.
I'll respond.
Okay.
I'll cast Opposition Agent.
I will respond. I'm going to fetch.
I'll cast Stifle.
You have both this guy. I'm going to Force of Will, pitching a Reenact the Crime. Targeting the Opposition Agent.
You got it.
So the Stifle resolves
And then Scalding Turn.
on this, and then I get a Scalding Turn.
You got it.
I'm going to get an Underground Sea. I knew you had one, and I was willing to be patient.
tell, hey?
And buddy, I got stifled so hard, my concussion happened again. Like I don't against Surge. Like,
Oh, brutal. Like on Monday or a recent?
no,
Android?
this was literally like 4 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Or whatever. It was like yeah.
Are you getting flashbacks? You sometimes get stifled so bad that you're like suddenly you're back in Nom.
I don't like. It was just like sometimes you can play around Stifle, sometimes you can't. And there I was like, well, I can play around Stifle. And you had two. I'm like, this is annoying, but I think I'm okay.
I had to think about this Undercity Sewers for long enough that I was like, better say something. That's entertainment. Meanwhile, Wheeler is like, he's thinking about that Undercity Sewers for a long time.
I'm going to transmute a Dimmer Machination.
You got it.
I'm going to find a copy of Show and Tell and put it into my hand.
Very good.
And then I am going to pass the turn and shuffle my library.
Okay, I'm going to untap. Well, I'll cast this Barrowgoyf.
Yep.
I have instant creature sorcery. That's it.
I have instant creature sorcery.
You have a land.
Land.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
My brain auto-completed you having lands because we're playing Magic.
I haven't hit a fetch land yet. I've just drawn 2 surveil lands.
Go to cast Show and Tell.
Resolves.
Okay. I'm going to put in this card.
Sure, me too.
Great. I have an Omniscience.
Yeah. I have an abhorrent Oculus.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Demonic Tutor.
Well, that's not good.
I'm going to find a card and put it into my hand.
You got it.
Ba-ba-da-ba. I'm going to find and enter the infinite. I think I want to showcase the cool way to kill you, if that's okay.
Go for it. You play your game.
All right.
I'm going to make doe eyes at the camera and tell them that I was trying to protect my opposition agent when I took that guy over the throat.
I'm going to cast this Enter the Infinite. Lets me draw cards equal number of cards in my deck, and then I put a card from my hand on top. And I have no maximum hand size until my next turn. So this is going to draw my deck.
You got it.
And put a card over here.
That one. That's your hand now.
This is my hand. Now, this deck can win in a couple different ways.
I believe it.
One of the best ways is just Emrakul.
Sure.
And I can Emrakul and Emrakul. You have a Caracas, but that usually
I can only
doesn't work out.
I can only untap it during my untap step.
Right. One of the cool ways that you can get around this, for whatever reason, if you can't use your Emrakul, you can't attack with Emrakul, is to create a loop that involves casting Psychic Frog.
Okay.
And then discarding Emrakul to Psychic Frog.
Okay. Trigger.
Which causes a triggered ability to shuffle this back into my deck.
Right.
I am then going to cast a Tutor
Makes
of
sense.
sorts. I'm going to cast a Solve the Equation.
Okay. So we're going to find an instant or sorcery.
I'm going to find an instant or sorcery here. I'm going to find and Enter the Infinite.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Enter the Infinite.
Okay.
Drawing this, putting one card back.
Great.
I am then going to Dimir Machinations you,
Me.
which the text on Dimir Machinations lets me look at the top 3 cards of your library and exile
okay.
any number of those.
Okay.
So I look at the top 3, I say exile all of them.
Sure. There it's out.
Machinations goes to the graveyard. I then pitch Emrakul to Psychic Frog again.
Sure.
Causing this trigger to shuffle back into my deck.
Okay.
I then Demonic Tutor or use some other tutor, find Enter the Infinite, and I repeatedly just exile your entire library with Dimir Machinations.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah. That loop is like a lot of steps.
There used to be a version of this loop where you would collect a Brutality, escalate discarding Emrakul, and you would have to remand your collective Brutality or something. We just didn't have a great discard outlet.
Trigger on the stack. I'm remanding my collective Brutality. Now the remand gets shuffled in.
Yes,
Right.
yeah, it used to be wild, but now you could just, Psychic Frog is a real Magic card, you know?
Absolutely.
Brutality's not a real Magic card.
No, but we've got you might still be playing collective Brutality, but now you have permanent that is a discard outlet, which those permanents that are discard outlets have seen play in our format in Dredge and Creature combo, but this is a hard combo show and tell deck, so it's rare that you would want to put in Putrid Imp or anything like that. Right?
Yeah, there are some other wild lines where you don't need the frog if you stack your deck after you get small enough cards in there and you dig through time or play a look at the top, put the rest on the bottom in any order. And then you just set it up so that you cast a Consider and surveil the Emrakul.
Oh, nice.
But
okay.
all that doesn't matter as much because you just cast Emrakul and kill them.
Right.
But it's
maybe they have some reason. They've got 10 copies of Propaganda or whatever. You can't kill them with them.
Yeah, it's one of
There are
those
situations where you can't attack for the win.
It's one of those things where it's look, I know how to untap my Time Vault.
Right.
How do I do it if I don't know, I can only activate it.
Obviously,
once return doesn't work, but
we're trying to make an entertaining but educational product here.
Yeah.
I'm sure Trenton would have duressed the Omniscience, or maybe the Enter the Infinite, or the Ravnica Murder Markov's Banner spell. Reenact. Yeah, maybe. I was just looking at this Stifle and this opposition agent I had just drawn when I cast that duress, and I was like, give Nelly a chance to try to play LD. He's going to take it.
Well, when you took the Go for the Throat, but didn't play a Murktide or an Oculus the next turn, then I was like, okay, I kind of had you on Stifle, maybe Tidebinder.
Sure.
But then taking the Go for the Throat leads me to believe that it is either Mind Sensor or Oppo.
Okay.
And especially when you didn't play anything. And so I was like, okay, well, with that knowledge, I can try to like set up a time frame that gives me the most opportunity to play around everything.
Legit.
Oh,
Chat, is this a keep?
Chad.
Chat. Maybe. I'm on the play. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep. I maybe shouldn't, but I'll keep.
Okay, good luck to you.
Good luck.
Playing an inundated archive.
Okay.
Back to you.
The waterlogged grove backside.
Well, yeah. Waterlogged teachings, but yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Waterlogged Grove, which is another land.
We're recording at 5 a.m. I'm gonna play Shipwreck Martian
God,
Pass.
don't say that. It's gonna be surprised.
What is this? Magic on Chicago?
Right?
Ben chuckled off camera.
Sure did. I'll cast Thoughtseize. Start
Sure.
you.
Island. Gifts and given. Show and tell. Treasure cruise. Abhorrent oculus. Duress.
That's a cool hand.
It's a bit of a weird one,
Yeah.
but it's hard. I'm trying to mulligan less.
Sure. I get it.
Yeah.
I'll take Show and Tell.
Yeah.
Back to you.
Untap. Draw. I'll play an island. I'm gonna fire off a duress after I realize you didn't play a land.
Target me.
Yes, targeting you.
I'm going to pay 2 life and cast Mental Misstep, targeting your Duress.
Okay. Didn't play a land.
Didn't play a land. Kept a 1-lander.
That's a what? Okay,
With,
go
with
ahead.
spells.
I mean, you've cast 2 of them.
Yeah, I know. Feels good.
If you cast a recall, then
I don't have Recall, but I do have Ghost Vacuum.
oh, that's pretty good.
Go ahead.
I will play a Dark Slick Shores, and then I'm going to pass the turn.
Sorry. Let
Yeah,
me
you want to
exile
vacuum?
your Show and Tell? Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you. Otawara, Soaring City.
Sure.
Jace, Vryn's Prodigy.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Thinking.
Take your time.
Thinking. Drawing.
Yep.
Drawing. Island go.
At the end of our Beavers meetings, we go sleeping.
Sleeping.
Okay, let's start off with this preordain.
Sure.
But neither of you are lands.
What?
What? Jace.
Yep.
I'm gonna pitch this Wrath of the Skies.
Okay. Not at its best. You have 4 cards in there?
I have 5 in my hand.
Yeah. I just
4
mean
in my graveyard. Yeah, 4 in my
your
graveyard.
Right.
Yep. Ponder.
Yep.
Not shuffling.
Okay.
Drowned Catacomb.
Yep.
Duress. Target you.
I got a Vamp Tutor. I got an Underground Sea, Gifts Ungiven, Treasure Cruise, Abhorrent Oculus.
Right. Let's... Yeah, we're going to do that and that, right? No, we're going to do this and that. Perfect. I'll take Gifts Ungiven.
Okay.
Back to you.
And a turn. I'm going to Vampiric Tutor.
You got it.
And take 2. I got a couple of things I can get. But for the sake of television, I think.
We got to get the fun one.
Yeah.
We're up a game. Let's have fun. So, okay, found second and third lands in a row after, what was it? Missing 3 times? Did I miss twice?
A couple times.
Couple times,
You
yeah.
missed on that.
And like, it still feels like it's a game. So this hand worked out, but was a little sketchy. I still haven't shown all the cards I kept,
Right.
but it was just like one land into play tapped on the play, but with a lot of spells. You can
Yeah,
cast.
Thoughtseize, Mental Misstep,
Yeah.
and Duress, plus the Ghost Vacuum lining up against my
Your deck, yeah.
heavy artifacts. Or sorry, heavy
Graveyard synergy, yeah. So all these factors went into play in deciding.
I'm going to untap.
Yeah.
I'm going to draw.
Yeah.
I'm going to play an Underground Sea. I'm going to cast Dream Halls,
Dream Halls is just a different name for Omniscience, right?
also known as a Buster.
I'm going to cast Force of Negation,
Okay.
exiling no more lives.
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'll exile one of them.
Okay.
You pick.
I'll pick the cheap one.
Very good. Well, Jace, do you want to be a real boy?
Yes.
I guess yes, father. Yes, papa. I guess I don't even need this anymore, but I kind of want it. Yeah, I'll discard Spell Snare. Exiling Chase.
Oh, yeah.
Target no creatures with the
Sure.
+1.
Okay.
Play a Misty Rainforest.
Okay.
Pass.
I'm going to play this Sink into Stupor land, Sulfuric Springs,
Yeah.
something.
It's a tap land,
I know it as Getholbend Quellen.
but it's tapped and it taps for blue.
Yes.
I'll exile
Accurate.
this. I'll sacrifice Misty Rainforest. Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to find the one that is both white and blue and lets me peek meticulously. It's an archive of sorts. There we go.
This man's archiving.
Lara Croft, Tomb Archivist. Has anyone tried that card?
Lara
They made
Croft?
a
Oh,
a
yeah.
Lara Croft unique,
Yeah.
like mechanically unique card that looks kind of cool. It's like First Strike and Reach, right?
I played her in Rugged Lands, but like a Rug Saga Lands.
Okay.
Where, you know, you get to cast your Otawaras and, well, not cast Otawara. She's not bad.
What a weird. Yeah, I guess that's exactly what we want. Okay, untapping. Draw.
Like
Cast
what,
a Johnny.
Yeah,
cast
okay.
a Johnny. Make a 2/1 white cat token.
Yeah.
I'm going to add a counter to Jace.
Okay.
Not target a creature, and then
Okay.
say go. Cat. I'm going to have the real one somewhere.
I'm going to play Misty Rainforest. I'm going to fetch.
Are either of us close to the tokens? I'll distract.
Oh, I have a cat token.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a stand-in for a cat token. Like,
I finally got us the Ajani King
I know. That's why I
It's
was
in
about
there.
to look for them. Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
I fetched. Is that good?
That's totally fine.
I'm going to find an island. I'll shuffle in a second here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to cast Treasure Cruise.
I have memory lapse.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to put that bad boy on top. And then I'm going to pass.
Okay. Is there anything in your yard?
No.
That's fine. Then I just won't activate because I don't have any creatures in here. Untap. Draw.
You want to cut?
Nah, it's fine. Do I want more gas or do I want to? I think I know your last card, don't I? Maybe I don't.
You do. It's
Yeah,
the
that's fine.
Okiway.
Right. Yeah, I'll just draw a card somehow. So I have 7. I'll go down to 4.
Yeah.
-3 to recast this Ponder.
Sure.
This is going to get exiled. Yeah, I mean, those are all so good. Everything's so good here.
It is all coming up. Nelho.
It's true. Okay, like this.
It's a pretty spicy one-lander keep.
Yeah, it worked out. Okay, 3.
The Ghost Vacuum is the tilting part.
Right.
Because it's just, you know,
Yeah,
just
so-
happened to have the Oculus and the Cruise, which is not great, but just unplayable with the vacuum.
Right. Go ahead. I think if it was a game 1, I wouldn't have.
Go ahead.
Okay, untap. 3.
Yep. 11.
Get probe for life. I'm at 15.
I have the Oculus and the Treasure Cruise.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Jace. No counter for you this turn.
Drown Catacomb. Treasure Cruise.
Okay, I'm going to cast Lose Focus.
Okay. Go ahead.
And tap. Draw. Spellseeker.
Yep.
Trigger.
Yep.
Put an Ancestral Recall in my hand. Add a counter to Jace, targeting nothing. Attack for 3.
I got 8.
You may cut. I'll play a Marsh Flats. I'll sacrifice Marsh Flats. I'm at 14. I don't know why I didn't do that before getting you to cut my deck. I'll find an Underground Sea. No. No, I should find Scrubland. I have double white spells. Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Yeah? Yeah? Okay, then I'm going to pass.
I'm going to play an island and pass.
Okay. I'll let you cut one more time. Sorry. And then I'll cast this recall targeting me. Exile your Treasure Cruise.
Sure.
Tap. Draw. I'll play Library of Alexandria.
Sure.
Attack for 4.
I go to 4.
Plus targeting nothing.
Yep.
And pass.
All right.
Okay. Good job, Ghost Vacuum.
Soloed by Ghost Vacuum.
That's true, yeah.
Tale as old as time.
We were, fighting mid. We knocked down their tower. I just said everyone come mid, but oh no, Ghost Vacuum had to stay top lane.
Ghost Vacuum.
They couldn't help themselves.
Yeah, I mean, the Force of Negation was pretty good. Although, like, going for Dream Halls is like, well, this opens, it's symmetrical. So it opens you up to having something.
Right. And I guess actually, ironically, Dream Halls is like one of the ways that a land light hand can get back in the game.
Yeah.
I didn't have the Duress, but I did have Spell Snare we saw me pitch later, along with the Force of Negation, the Thoughtseize, the Ghost Vacuum, the single land, which wasn't even a land, and Jace, who was like, well, maybe I'm getting pitched to Force of Negation, but if we can find the first land,
Right.
like just make a second land drop, then I can hopefully get you to the rest
The
of them.
second land finds the third.
Exactly.
And so forth.
Yeah. So that's the reasoning for that keep. I don't know. If the Ghost Vacuum is not like turned on, then we should send it back.
Yeah.
Always remember to turn on your Ghost Vacuum.
Don't forget.
Well, it doesn't work if you don't turn it on.
That's right. Yeah. That's your problem right there. You didn't turn on your Ghost Vacuum.
You gotta turn on that vacuum.
Yeah. Flip the power switch on that bad boy. Hi, yeah, IT tech. Having some problems. Have you tried turning on your Ghost Vacuum?
Foreplay can be very important.
Whoa.
All right, I'll go first.
Your IT tech is more fun than mine.
I will keep.
I will also keep.
Okay, I am going to play a Scalding Tarn, and I'm going to pass. And in your upkeep, I'm going to fetch.
Spirit Guide, Manamorphose, Dark Ritual,
I mean,
Opposition Agent.
I guess technically, no, it just doesn't matter. None of this matters. I do think I should get an underground or under city sewers here.
Smart.
I don't know. Do I want to play around 7% of you having Wasteland? I guess it goes up because you have a draw step here, but it goes up if you have a Stifle too.
Oh my god, the classic Stifle versus Wasteland conundrum.
Yeah.
This is like what half of my Monday evenings at 6:30 are spent doing. It's just like, okay, I've got the queue. It's happening. Now I'm in round 1 and I have to tank in my first land.
I'm going to bin a Baleful Strix.
So
go ahead.
draw.
Get that Delirium going.
Surveil.
Sure.
Thinking.
Yep.
I mean, it's kind of like free real estate.
I mean,
But I am on the draw. Yeah, I'll keep it there. Go ahead.
Psychic Frog.
Oh, that's a good one.
Go.
Resolves. Wasteland.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Tap. Draw. Play an island. Combat.
Yep.
Attack for 1.
No blocks.
Take 1.
Yep.
I draw a card.
You got it.
Tap 3. Cast Solve the Equation.
Thinking. No, cast looks focused. Target assault.
Sure.
Okay.
Go.
Untap. Draw. Ponder.
Yep.
I'm gonna shuffle. My God. Ghost vacuum.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Combat.
Yeah. No blocks.
18. Trigger. I'm going to play a Mystic Sanctuary.
Okay.
And I am going to think about my turn here.
Makes sense.
Going to cast Demonic Tutor.
Works.
I'm going to grab this card. Then I'm going to pass.
I'll exile the Monitor.
Sure.
Draw.
Yep.
Sleight of hand.
Yep.
Freshest of sleeves from Dragon Shield. Use code LRRMTG5. Use code Murlocs. Yeah, sorry.
I have Mystical Tutor, Drown in the Lock, Cryptic, Treasure Cruise, Reenact the Crime, and Omniscience.
Oh yeah, this game looks winnable. It's gonna be fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
We're all fine here.
Yeah, I mean, some of these cards cost a lot of mana.
Yeah. Okay. So Mystical Tutor, Drown in the Lock, Crypt Command, Treasure Cruise, Reenact the Crime, Omniscience. Yeah. All right. If it was a tournament, I would write it down. That's fine. We'll play Rafine's Tower tapped.
Sure.
I want to destroy your Undercity Sewers.
Yep.
Go.
Untap.
Yeah.
Draw. I'm going to hit you.
It hurts.
All right.
Or, yeah, no
Yeah,
blocks.
yeah.
Okay.
Draw. Play an island, and I'm going to pass.
Let me exile your other tutor.
Okay.
On top?
Yep.
Okay. Draw?
Yep.
Okay. Play a swamp. I'll say go.
End of turn, I'm going to Mystical Tutor.
I'm going to pay 2 life for mental misstep.
Going to pay 2 and try to Drown in the Lock your Mental Misstep.
Whose graveyard does it count?
Your graveyard.
My graveyard? Yeah. I'll just let that resolve. Sure. Go ahead and split there.
All right, mystical.
It's like if I have a dig through time, I had to tell him at the beginning of the stream.
Yeah.
It's not in my deck. So what other what other instant speed blue or black spell with delve could I be playing? It's like the only other delves cards I know are creatures.
Death rattle. Murderous cut.
Murderous cut your frog and respond as if I wouldn't have cast murderous cut like 4 turns ago. So that's okay.
All right.
No, top of your library, right?
Yeah.
Gosh, entomb, instant speed, entomb my force of will. Yeah.
Untap.
You got it.
Draw.
Yeah.
Combat.
Yeah. Dress down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take
Trigger?
one. Or yes,
Trigger.
dress down.
I'll draw a
Yeah.
card and then I lose 1 life.
Yeah.
But you don't draw a card.
Yeah. Second main.
Yeah.
Play a swamp. Think about my life. Think about my itchy nose. I'm going to... a little lower.
That's service right there.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Wow.
If it gets a little damp, don't blame me. Thank you. Why do I smell chicken nuggets?
Just everywhere.
I am going to exile these and 5 cards.
5 cards.
And 3 to cast a treasure cruise.
Thinking.
That almost made it itchier, Ben.
How many casts?
The old itching powder on the finger
Oh,
trick.
Omer!
Yeah.
Treasure skip.
1, 2, 3. Go ahead.
I'll exile treasure.
Sure.
I'll sacrifice treasure.
Yeah.
Island. Go ahead.
Island. Combat.
Cast this one. The Wandering Emperor.
Yes. That is... Oh, no.
Yes, that is. Oh no. Judge.
I'm going to Cryptic Command modes counter draw.
That's safe.
All right.
I take-
Frog.
take
Yeah,
damage?
take 1.
Draw a card.
Draw a card. I'm going to go to cleanup. Yeah.
Let me exile Cryptic.
I'll discard a swamp. Here.
Cast Opt.
Sure.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at
Oh, you're
2
looking-
cards. I thought this. I got my cantrips confused.
Do we know the bottom?
I don't think so. But did I know this? Did I know the top right? No. I drew the one I knew from Brainstorm.
Yeah.
We're good. Okay. So, but like I did pick them up this way, so
Yeah.
I can just like make sure that I make my deck random and look
Sure.
at this card and
Sure.
resolve Opt. But I should, we should. I'll double check
Yes.
that. I don't. Or no, I do. No, I bottomed this from sleight of hand. I did.
And you didn't shuffle?
Well, no.
No. Okay.
No, I haven't shuffled, but I bottomed that from sleight of hand.
Great.
Just go. Sorry about that.
That's why you always ask, folks.
That's why you make all of your cantrips in German, so that
You have to remember.
nobody can check you on it. Yeah.
No, it's Scry 2.
Okay. I don't know the top card of my deck. I'm making my opt decision about whether I want to draw this or put it on the bottom. I'm going to put it on the bottom.
Okay.
I'm going to draw a card for opt.
Okay.
Okay. It's all okay. Everything's okay. It's all good.
It's all good, baby.
Everything's good. I'm going to play a Plains
Yep.
and cast March of Otherworldly Light, targeting Psychic Frog.
I'm gonna Force Will. Pitching Abhor Inoculus.
Resolves.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Untap. Combat.
No blocks.
Hit you.
Yeah. We big?
Trigger on the stack.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Noxious Revival, targeting my Force of Will.
Okay, Noxious Revival resolves.
Trigger?
No. I have Thought Scour, target you.
Oh, this guy.
I have this Ghost Vacuum though too.
Yeah, I know.
you had a plan for that.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Maybe I should have gone for it. First.
You're gonna Thought Scour me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna respond by casting Brain Surge.
Works. Brain Surge away.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That was cool, Nelly.
Thank you.
I like the lion.
No, I should have activated Ghost Vacuum first, though, to bait out the Tishana's Tidebinder or whatever was going on here, so Wheeler has less mana to play with. That was a punt, actually. I was so excited to get the Thought
I'm
Scour.
gonna put these 2 cards on top.
Okay.
And then mill for Thought Scour.
Yeah.
And then you draw. I mill an Otawara and a Fatal Push. And
Okay.
then I draw from Psychic
Sounds good.
Frog.
Sounds good.
I guess technically that's there. This is here.
Okay.
Draw from Frog.
All right.
Second main. Swamp.
Okay.
Five and 2. Going to cast a Murktide Regent with 3 instants exiled.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. Merchant Scroll.
Yep.
That one's probably good. Although... Yeah, no, that first one's fine. Okay, I'm just going to put this Mana Leak in my hand.
Okay.
I know, right?
That's wild, man.
Thanks.
I mean, Mana Leak's a messed up card.
It's true. You make a Giant Catacomb.
Yeah.
Recall me.
Yep. If you're thinking about playing a land, you did just play the Drowned Catacomb.
No, you're good. I wasn't thinking about playing a land.
You did the...
I know.
Next
Yeah.
tier
Some-
away,
I do that with
so-
spells too. I don't know. Yeah, do more people do it with lands? I guess. Like think about what the board will
It's
look
all
like with their land.
positioning based. If you went like this, I'd be like, oh, that's a spell. If you go
Ben,
like this...
where's the kill team ruler? I need to figure out how far away from my fatal push that Psychic Frog is. Go ahead.
3 circles.
Right? Oh, right. We use shapes now. It's not. We don't use distances. We don't use numbers anymore.
The newest edition that came out, they finally got rid of that. But yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. I missed all of that. I haven't really played a Warhammer product since Blood Bowl, but I do occasionally lurk the kill team streams.
Combat.
Go for it. No blocks.
Yeah. Take
seven?
7. I draw a card.
Cool.
I mean, I'll cast Show and Tell.
Show and Tell. I'll cast Mana Leak. Targeting Show and Tell.
I will pay the 3.
Okay, show and tell resolves.
3, 2, 1. Hell yeah.
I've got a Tombstalker.
I have an Omniscience.
I was trying to figure out if I can cast Tombstalker, but I didn't have a second black. I was looking at my lands.
I am going to cast Brainstorm off Omniscience.
Okay.
3. I will put these 2 back.
Sure.
I'm going to play a Misty Rainforest. I'm going to fetch down to 15 and find, I assume, a Watery Grave. Yeah, I'll find a Watery Graved. No, I'm going to find an island.
Okay.
I imagine you would have spell pierced it, but I don't want to. I don't think it actually matters what I find here, and not getting goozled by like a slow rolled spell pierce seems to be reasonable. I'm going to cast Serum Visions.
Go for it.
1 on top, 1 on bottom. I'm going to cast Waterlogged Teachings.
Okay.
Took me a while to get through everything that was in there. I'm going to grab Dig Through Time. I'm going to cast Dig Through Time.
That's chill.
Top 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I'm going to Inquisition of Kozilek, targeting you.
I'll cast Mystical Tutor.
Okay.
Okay. I'll put this dam on top of my library.
Okay.
Inquisition resolves.
I will take neither of those.
Very good.
I'm going to cast Enter the Infinite.
That's a good one. How does it work?
So I draw cards equal to the number of cards in my library.
And put one
then
from
four.
your hand on top.
Yeah, so
Okay, sure, go for it.
Yep.
You're
put that on top. I am going to discard Emrakul to Psychic Frog. Trigger.
Sure, I'll Ghost Vacuum here, I guess. I don't know. Am I supposed to take the Emrakul or am I supposed to take the Enter the Infinite? Probably doesn't really matter because you just have a tutor in your hand. Let's take Enter the Infinite so we don't have to see that get cast again, or at least target Enter the Infinite with Ghost Vacuum.
That is... Please hold.
Holding. Maybe we get stiffed here.
Oh, my Noxious Revival got exiled. I don't think it actually matters. I'm going to let that Ghost Vacuum on my Enter the Infinite resolve.
Okay.
Emrakul trigger.
Yeah.
I am going to Enter the Infinite's exiled, which means Murktide Region gets bigger.
Good catch.
I am going to cast Reenact the Crime.
Fun.
Targeting my Emrakul.
Sure.
Exile it. And then I can cast the copy. I'm going to cast Emrakul. Extra turn trigger.
Okay.
And then original Emrakul trigger.
Yeah.
Which is going to shuffle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. So this Murktide Region gets 7 counters. But I'm going to untap it.
What?
I mean, no,
it's happened
no,
what? It's happened what? What, attack me? Pump your Psychic Frog for 50? What?
Yeah, okay, you know what? Yeah, I'll do that. We'll force them all back
well,
up.
guess what? I'll die.
Okay.
Good game.
Good
games.
games.
Good games.
Yeah, that hand was messed up, I mean, Psychic Frog's a messed up card.
Yeah, I kept a hand with like cantrips and some interaction, like starting on 2 mana, but I didn't have an out for you play Psychic Frog before I untap.
Yeah. I do.
And I couldn't find one.
I do want to. That game kind of shows off something that I think players are starting to get back into. Canadian players have the tendency to be like, oh, well, this deck wasn't great or wasn't everywhere 2 months ago.
Right.
And therefore, it's
terrible.
Yeah. Even though, you know, decks get new cards all the time. And even if the cards, like, it's weird to say, like, oh, Psychic Frog makes this deck so much better. But what I'm getting at is that, like, blue, black especially, you have a lot of cards that are just, like, fine to include in, like, a combo control shell.
Right.
That if you get them out early or protect them,
Yeah, maybe
they
you can ride them, right?
Yeah, and then you have that combo backup. Like we've kind of seen it with certain like Flash Hulk or Thoracle builds that have gone a little mid-rangey.
Right. Sometimes the Primeval Titan can kind of do its normal thing or whatever in like the lands Enchantress decks.
Yeah.
Things like that.
I like to compare it to like, you know, the old Splinter Twin decks.
Okay.
Where you're just like, hey
Sometimes
man.
the Pestilmines just get there.
Yeah, Pestermite plus Cryptic Command can just kill you.
Your deck is a really cool deck for Sheoldred as well because
Yeah.
it's playing like a ton of weird extra draw card spells.
Mm-hmm.
Does the Murktide region also care about like it's just anytime an instant sorcery leaves the graveyard?
Yeah.
It's not from exile. Okay, fair
Right.
enough. But yet the other thing is like that's why we play the games, you
Yeah.
know. And there's these trends, and sometimes we get too hyper focused about them, and like what's actually happening in the games is really important. This deck I thought was great. There was a bunch of moments where I realized in hindsight, like, oh, I misplayed.
Right.
I should have known from my deck that like this is the more important thing that turn. And you know, Highlander and blue decks in general, it's a fun puzzle to work through that.
I've got a soft spot for Esper, like Esper Midrange, low curve Esper control or whatever. Where actually the last time I played it, Trenton beat me in the finals.
Oh,
Classic.
enough.
I mean, you can probably say that about any deck. But
he'll get you.
Esper's one of those decks where you're like, wait a minute, why aren't people playing this?
Sure.
It's like
got everything.
so busted, right?
Yeah,
Bowmaster's Frog, like the Aussies swords, like you
Yeah.
get to be blue black, but also not die to like bigger creatures.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then it's just like, I don't know what it is, man, but I'm always like, oh no, I fetched wrong, or like, oh no, I used my cards incorrectly, and it's like, how? Thoughtseize hits anything, swords hits anything,
Right.
Like,
How did you do it wrong? I think the more of like a potentially scary or perfect or whatever like correct archetype you play, the more you're going to fall victim to like, I should have won that match, right? Like
Yeah.
when you think you have the better deck.
unless it's Jeskai. Jeskai is just like, hey, come here, give me your hand, let's go get you a 4-0. Like it's
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you have an easy time with that one, I think. Yeah, you've got the good intuitions for Jeskai.
Oh no, I can't play Jeskai in 2025 at all. When every time I try to play Jeskai in 2025, I feel like a 40-year-old guy at the skate park, but not like the good guy. This analogy sucks. Let's call this a stream. Good show.
Nelson fades to black and white and 40-year-old guy at the skate park.
I'm melting.
I have a kid
I
there.
said cool. Yeah, you got a kid. That's fine. You're not out there being like, hey kids,
No,
you ever
but-
heard of rollerblades? Like, it's-
But once every summer, I have to be like, hey, let me try that thing. Immediately bail.
yeah, just you gotta once a year like, oh, my hips might not make it out of
Hey,
this.
kids, you want to watch Dad hurt himself? It's
Yeah.
going to be fun.
Well, if you want to watch Dad's hurt, wait, no, hold on. If you liked what you saw and want to see more of that, a reminder that everything we do here is brought to you by you and your support over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Because of all of you, there's all of this. All this does include occasionally dads hurting themselves.
Dad's hurt himself at the skate park, yeah.
And if you want more information on the format, the deck list we played, and all that jazz, you can find that in the description down below. My name is Bean Wheeler. We had a Nelson.
I was here too.
We had a Ben on tech.
Hi.
And we've got a date for 2 weeks from now, babe. Don't forget.
Come on back.
Because we keep doing this. And we'll see you then. Okay, bye.
Till next time.
Have you seen the comment
Probably
section?
got, yes, yeah.
all
Inchworm is everyone's favorite new LRR member.
Yeah.